Chronicle of a Death Foretold, a 1981 novella penned by Colombian author Gabriel García Márquez, unfolds in a non-chronological and journalistic manner. The anonymous narrator pieces together the events leading up to and following the murder of Santiago Nasar by Pedro and Pablo Vicario. The narrative style has been adapted into various forms, including films and a Broadway musical. Many years after Santiago Nasar's death, the narrator reconstructs the tragic events of that fateful day. He gathers witness testimonies, official records, and his own recollections to form a complex narrative around a murder that seemed both random and destined to happen. The story commences on the morning of Santiago Nasar's murder. He lives with his widowed mother, Placida Lanero, and their cook, Victoria Guzman, and her daughter, Divina Flor. Santiago's father, Ibrahim Nasar, passed away years ago, leaving Santiago in charge of the family ranch, which he manages diligently. The hard work of the family has elevated them to a wealthy status within their community. On the day of Santiago's murder, the arrival of the bishop draws a crowd of people to the shore. However, as expected, the bishop passes by without stopping, merely waving to the onlookers from his boat. Meanwhile, Pablo and Pedro Vicario position themselves at a milk store, anticipating Santiago Nasar's presence on his path to the docks. Around the same time, the narrator's sister becomes alarmed upon learning that Angela Vicario was sent back to her family's home on her wedding night. The story then delves into the tale of Bayardo San Roman. Hailing from a wealthy and influential family from another region, Bayardo San Roman arrived in town in search of a suitable wife. Among the candidates, he chose Angela, easily winning her family's approval due to their humble circumstances. However, Angela started having doubts about the impending marriage. Uncertain about her feelings for Bayardo and feeling that she knew very little about him, she became certain that love was absent in their relationship. On the night preceding Santiago Nasar's tragic death, the wedding festivities spiraled into a wild, all-night celebration, culminating at a brothel owned by Maria Alejandrina Cervantes. The narrator and Santiago Nasar were among the guests, along with the Vicario twins. When the twins later discovered that their sister had an affair with Santiago before marrying Bayardo, they were infuriated. Driven by societal norms and the consequences of such a transgression, they decided to kill Santiago. Openly discussing their plan with various individuals, including a police officer, a local butcher, and the colonel, they appeared to be merely bluffing. Clotilde Armenta, the owner of the milk shop, tried to warn the town's priest about the twins' intentions, but he became preoccupied with the bishop's arrival and forgot to pass on the message. Tragically, the Vicario brothers followed through with their plan, and after Santiago's murder, their entire extended family was forced to leave town due to the shame they brought upon themselves. A week later, Bayardo San Roman's family arrived by boat to take him back home. Meanwhile, the Vicario brothers were imprisoned and eventually sentenced to 3 years for the crime. After his release, Pablo Vicario married his longtime lover, Prudencia Coates. Pedro, on the other hand, returned to the army but mysteriously vanished during a campaign. As the narrative returns to the night of Angela's wedding, she realizes her true feelings for Bayardo only after he sends her home. Following the murder, Angela moved away from the town but continued expressing her feelings through love letters sent to Bayardo. Over the next 17 years, she faithfully wrote to him every week. Eventually, Bayardo decided to seek her out, leading to a significant reunion. Meanwhile, the town remained fixated on the murder, discussing it for many years. The narrator discloses a crucial detail about his friend, Cristo Bedoya, who nearly saved Santiago on the morning of the tragedy. Bedoya frantically searched through the town, hoping to intercept the Vicario brothers before they could harm Santiago. However, he overlooked checking Flora Miguel's house, where Santiago was about to marry. Flora's father warned Santiago about the Vicario brothers' intentions, but by that time, the crime seemed inevitable. Even the townspeople abandoned the bishop's welcome to witness the impending attack. The story culminates with Santiago's final moments. Disoriented by the warning from Flora's father, he makes his way toward his house, unaware that his mother had locked the front door, assuming he was already inside. Clotilde Armenta desperately screams his name, urging him to run. As he attempts to open the locked door, the Vicario brothers seize him and ruthlessly stab him multiple times. Despite trying to enter through the back door, Santiago's numerous fatal wounds overwhelm him, and he collapses and passes away. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.